would you ever go to a sauna, or if you are Finnish, a sauna, to network? Interesting. Well, according to the Wall Street Journal, it is one of the hottest trends sweeping across Silicon Valley, and it's gaining steam in other places as well. So instead of going to a bar or a restaurant, you put on your bathing suit, you stay hydrated, and then, hey, pitch your next big idea. So, would you network in this way ever?
For me, it's going to be a no. For me, if it's like kind of more of one of those social networking events, then that's one thing. But if this is really like I'm sitting with C-suite people and I'm pitching ideas and I'm trying to like get a job interview, I hate that I have to think this way, but I wouldn't want to get a job and then be known in the office as the girl who was in her bathing suit in the sauna. And that's how she got the job. And lines get so blurred in these situations. I can't even go on LinkedIn without people treating that like a dating site.
Really?
Oh, wow.
Yep. Listen, that's why I'm kind of off of LinkedIn, because I don't need the DMs about, hey, can we go out for... People
on
are
LinkedIn?
LinkedIn. Yeah. So when I hear about a sauna for networking for career, I'm like, no, because I can't even do LinkedIn.
Okay.
So for me, it's a no.
But what if, listen, I'm with you. I've fallen in love with the sauna. I've talked about it to anybody who will listen. I do a sauna cold plunge thing, but I do it for mental health and not for networking.
Right.
But I do witness a lot of people doing exactly this, particularly I feel like tech bros. I can listen to them talking and they're talking about deals and things I don't understand. Yeah. And so, but it's dawned on me, I thought, well, you know what? Is this a better thing than before? It was like the bar where people would network or try to make deals while people were drinking, or the golf course. And at least maybe this is a bit of a vulnerability equalizer, maybe? I don't know.
Listen, that's a very nice way to put it, but you know, and no offense to the people that work here, but there are people that I don't want to do business while you're schwitzing in your bathing suit and you want me to hold eye contact with you and be like, that sounds like a good idea. And like you, I go to the sauna, make sure I say it properly, but I go to reset. I go to do anything but talk about business. I go there so people don't recognize me. And I also specifically bought the most modest bathing suit I could because I don't want that attention. So for me, if this is the way that we are now networking, I'm in trouble because the less clothes I have on, the more antisocial I become. And I think it comes from like almost like my club culture. Well, you know, back in the day when you went to the club, like I would turn a shirt into a dress like this and put on some heels and be like, that's the outfit. And I knew the way that men would interact with me. And I feel like when I have less clothes on, men don't take me as seriously. So I think for me, it's like a disconnect of being in that space and being half naked and also talking
What if you were networking with a woman, though, in a sauna? Does that change it?
I don't know. You know what? I prefer, how about we just have the introduction in the sauna and then be like, you know what? When you put some clothes on, I'll meet you out. And then we'll really like flesh this idea out.
Okay, I'm just gonna play the other side of this because the less clothes I have on, the better business I do. And club culture for me never ended, you know? I do love the idea that we're not gonna necessarily go and do deals over a drink anymore. I think that the sober curious movement, certainly I've been on the bandwagon for 3 years now. I don't wanna be like, hey, let's go do business or even just do a little work socializing at the bar. I think that's going out the window for a lot of people, or at least maybe replacing it. So I love the idea that we are equal opportunity here. We are equally vulnerable. The less clothes I have on, I come out of my shell more. And I'll be honest, I don't think we're gonna do hardcore deals there, to your point, but I don't think I'm gonna be like signing contracts over sweating. But I do like the idea that if this is gonna be a new way to sort of ease into the deal, much like the golf course was between men and women, I like this as an equalizer because I'm not just in my bikini, that guy's actually wearing less than me. And so this is really interesting.
Do you think that it could be like, I know that there's even places that are trying to open up and have like, I don't know, like socials for companies there, but they've run into problems. Like it's like an HR nightmare potentially, because we're just not, maybe this is something that they do in Finland because they have a much more body positive. This is sort of like part of the culture.
Absolutely.
I don't know if we're there yet that we can actually look past. Here's, at the very end, at the very least, at least maybe just have networking hours. Like I don't want to, when I'm trying to like get into my zen, I don't want to hear you bros talking about your next deal. That's all. Can we just at least agree on that?
Yeah, maybe? I'm with you 100%.
Hey you, come a bit closer. We've got so many more must-see interviews, spicy debates, lifestyle tips, and pop culture moments. So subscribe to our channel by tapping the logo below and don't miss out.